y'all, this is my update for my 27th week of pregnancy with my fourth baby. I turned 27 weeks actually on Monday, and today is Friday, so I'm sorry, there wouldn't have been a whole lot to talk about on Monday anyway, so this is Thursdays and Fridays seem lately to be about the day that I'm able to actually get these done. But anyway, I am growing like crazy. I haven't gained as much weight as I did last month. I'll tell y'all more, but I had a doctor's appointment yesterday, and last month when I had my doctor's appointment I had gained 6 pounds, and this time I only gained 3, so I was really excited about that because I've gained a lot more with this pregnancy than I ever have before. But the good thing is my appetite is kind of leveling off to a normal regular appetite. I don't actually feel like I'm starving constantly. Although I have been kind of bad at night, I have a really bad evening ice cream craving. And I know that's really stereotypical to say I'm craving ice cream. I craved different things with my other kids, but this time in the evenings I'm really wanting ice cream. So that's not the best thing, but you know, oh well, it's the last baby and I might as well enjoy it, right? It's like going to be my last time to use that excuse. I shouldn't do that, but I want that ice cream bad, and it's so good. Anyway, I'm getting really uncomfortable. I'm getting lots of round ligament pain. I don't remember ever being this uncomfortable this early. So for me personally, the more kids I've had, the earlier I get to that beached whale stage, if you will. So yeah, that's where I am. Rolling over in the bed is uncomfortable. I'm starting to get a lot of lower back pain. Deep breaths, like I'm huffing and puffing when I walk down the hall at school. It is just crazy. Any other symptoms? My skin's been alright. I'm wearing glasses because I had this pink eye, allergy thing going on Sunday. My eye was just hurting so bad. It was sensitive to light and itching and running, and I found some over-the-counter stuff at Walgreens, and because I didn't want to go to the doctor for pink eye. So anyway, or whatever it was, I don't know that I had pink eye, but something was going on. Anyway, I bought some pink eye relief medicine at Walgreens, and it worked great. It was like instant relief. It took a couple of days for it to be all the way better, but just an FYI, that stuff works. And I don't remember the name of the brand, but if you just go to the section where it has all the eye care stuff, you'll see it. It says pink eye relief. But so that's better. So I had that going on. I think that's it as far as like symptoms themselves go. I had a little bit of indigestion, not too horrible. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I'm not like gorging myself with food anymore. That helps. I had a doctor's appointment. Well, let me preface this. I'll get to the doctor's appointment. I was thinking, okay, all right, this is really sneaking up on me. Holy cow, I am almost 28 weeks. That's 12 weeks until the end of, until my due date. So it's like, time is going by so fast. I need to check into birth classes or something for Micah and I. Because this time I really, really want to go natural. We were going to try the home birth thing, and I just couldn't. Well, I'm not going to go into that because I've done a video on that already, but we ended up opting for a hospital birth instead, but I still want it as natural as I can make it and have as many of the freedoms as I possibly can have. And so, and I also want Micah's support, which he's willing to support me, but whenever I had Connor, he wants to help me, but whenever he says something, it just doesn't come out right. It's not the right thing to say or do, even though he's really trying to help. And so I was looking at the childbirth classes, and I actually found some through a doula here where I live. And now I'm actually considering hiring her to be there at the birth. So I'm really excited. We're going to meet her on Tuesday and kind of talk about things. Because I think it would be really helpful for Micah and I, not only for the birth to help me get through everything, but also for our relationship through the process, because, bless his heart, he wants to help me and I want him to help me, but whenever you're in so much pain, there are just communication barriers, and that's not his fault. It's not my fault. It's just the way it is. But I think if we had somebody there as a buffer and who's been through it many, many times herself and with clients, I think that that'll help a whole lot. So that brings me to my doctor's appointment. Before I wanted to get all into looking at hiring a doula, I wanted to make sure, okay, how many people really are you going to let me have at the hospital? Because my doctor said she'd be pretty flexible with that and allow me to have 3 or 4, but the hospital policy is generally about 2. So I wanted to check with her at my appointment and just make sure that nobody is going to get kicked out, because I for sure, of course, want my husband and I want my mother-in-law in there. She didn't get to be in there whenever I had Connor, and I really want for her to be there. And then the doula. So I don't want to drop all this money on a doula and then them kick her out or kick my mother-in-law out and hurt her feelings. Like, that's not what I want at all. So at my doctor's appointment yesterday, I had a visit with my doctor about it, and she has actually never done a birth with a doula, but she was completely open to it and thought it was a great idea. She's looking forward to the experience, you know, if we do go that route. And I was like, you're not going to kick anybody out, are you? And she was like, I would never do that to you. She was like, no, she's like, I've never worked with a doula. If she tried to come in and boss me around and tell me like how to do my job, she was like, I might have an issue. She was like, but I don't see it being that way, because that's not what doulas are about. You know, they're about, you know, helping the situation, not like making it more stressful. So, I really think that it's going to be a good thing. We'll see what happens. I'll update y'all next week on how my meeting goes. But my doctor seems like totally on board with it and excited about it. So that was great. Also at my appointment, okay, I got weighed. This month I only gained 3 pounds, which was exciting for me because last month at my last visit I had gained 6. And the month before that I had gained 7. I've gained a lot of weight this pregnancy. So, yeah, I should lay off the ice cream, but oh well. So I was excited about that. My blood pressure was good. They did my fundal height, but I didn't even ask what it was. Excuse me. They did the heartbeat checked his heartbeat on the Doppler, and it was 144. So everything was great. I did my glucose test. So I'm really excited. That's my last time I'm ever going to have to do that. I know a lot of people who have been like, oh, it's the worst thing ever in the whole wide world. It's not that bad. I did the fruit punch for the first time. With my other 3 kids, I always did the orange drink. And what it is, they make you drink this drink, and then an hour later they draw your blood, I guess just to make sure your body is handling its sugars correctly. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. You'd think I would know since it's my 4th baby, but that's pretty much the gist of it. They're checking for gestational diabetes. So anyway, I did the fruit punch. The stuff doesn't taste great, but it's, you know, you can down it. It's not that big of a deal. You have to drink it in 5 minutes. And so anyway, I did that. Everything looked great. I got a smiley face and A for the day on my blood work and my pee that they test. So that was good. Is that it? It seemed like there was more to talk about, but maybe because I was really excited about the doula and what was going on. No, it seems like there was something else I was going to tell y'all, and I can't remember. That's another symptom. I'm losing my mind, and I'll find myself walking down a hall and, like, veering to the left or veering to the right. Like, my balance and everything is getting way off. I was going to tell y'all, I went shopping the other day. I forget what day. I went shopping for some maternity clothes. I had a really stressful day, and I was like, I gotta go buy stuff. But y'all know how I am. I'm a cheapskate. And I went to Ross, and I love that store if you're pregnant, and if you have a Ross near you, that is the place really to start, I think, as far as getting maternity clothes. My maternity jeans I got from Motherhood Maternity, and I like them, but they were $40, which to me that's really expensive. And the other day I went to Ross, and they're kind of like a TJ Maxx, but they have lots of different things. Anyway, I went there and I bought 3 maternity shirts. I bought a maternity camisole and a pair of maternity capri pants, but they're like black, dressy, like slack capri pants. And it was $40. So I got all of that stuff for the same price that it cost